Alright guys, back out at the surf in a little bit of a different location. I've never fished here before. I'm on a little bit of a family vacation, but we were staying literally like less than a mile from the beach, so obviously couldn't leave my rods at home. I brought them in the car, snuck out early in the morning here. We're gonna give it a shot. Like I said, never fished here before. We're starting off with the Lucky Craft in a little bit of a different color. I don't think I've used this on the channel yet. It's a little bit more of a natural, maybe anchovy color, and we'll see what's out here. I didn't check the tides or anything, but from the looks of it, I guess it's pretty close to low, if not low, all fully low. So we got that working against us, but who knows? Maybe I'm in a secret little perch hotspot. Let's see what we can catch here. Oh, I think I got hit. I think I got bumped right there. Second cast, I think I got a bump. Oh wow, right there. Look at that. That is crazy. Literally, he was right there. Like 10 feet from my feet. I'm not really a monster, just a little bit bigger than this bait. Wow. Okay, well, there's our first fish. That's a little bit unexpected, but at least there's fish here and they're biting this lure, so good sign. That wasn't really a giant, but where there's small ones, oftentimes there's big ones with them, so we'll keep fishing this little area here. Maybe we'll find out a few more. Wow. I'm gonna have to watch where I feed. Maybe the fish are swimming right next to me. I feel like if I was watching, I could have seen that fish hit the lure. What's crazy about this beach, I don't know, maybe it's normal down here where I am, is the cars are allowed to drive on the beach. We don't have that up in NorCal. And I think that kind of revolutionizes the game. There's no need to walk to your favorite hole. You just drive the car, pull it up right to your favorite spot, and get out and go fishing. No walking needed at all. And conversely, if you're fishing one spot, not working, moving is that much easier. You just hop in your car and drive down to the beach to find another spot. I gotta imagine if they had this up north, Ocean Beach would be a parking lot during the striper season, which maybe is why they don't have it up there. Alright guys, I'm not sure if that one fish that I caught in like 6 inches of water was a fluke or not, but I'm changing it up a little bit. Got to get my confidence back up and see if there's some more fish out here. So what I got on is a little fish finder rig, Carolina rig, whatever you want to call it, sliding sinker. I got a 2-ounce teardrop sinker so that it can kind of flow with the current a little bit. And then our leader to a little J-hook here, and we're going to be putting some sand crabs on. I think what was happening was that fish that we caught right in close was coming in close to feed on sand crabs. So that's kind of my reasoning behind using the sand crab now, is hopefully we can match the hatch and see what they're feeding on. It definitely is, in my opinion, more fun to catch them on the lure, to catch them on the Lucky Craft. But sometimes when you just need to catch a fish, going with the sand crab is the way to go. Another benefit of throwing the sand crab is it definitely casts farther than the Lucky Craft. So when we're fishing low tide like we are right now, sometimes that can make all the difference between getting to the fish or just coming up a little bit short. So we'll see if that makes a difference here. There we go. Oh, that's what it is. The smelt. All right, well that makes a little more sense. Look at that. These fish, definitely trash fish when you're fishing the surf, in my opinion. But they do fight pretty well. But they can be a nuisance. We get that one back. Oh, another smelt. Dang it. Well, trying to avoid these guys, but sometimes I guess that's why they call them trash fish. I got a feeling. Yep, another smelt. I will give it to him. He is a big one, that's for sure. As far as smelt go, look at that. Jeez. Fat smelt here. The king of trash fish. Look at these guys. I think these are called mole crabs. And really the only time that I've found them out here in the sand is when they're at low tides. I think they like to stay a little bit farther out than the regular sand crabs. And I have seen striper with these in their stomach, so they definitely do eat. And I got actually a funny story about using these for bait one time. Maybe if you guys want to hear it, I'll leave a comment below and I'll share it in another video. But crazy looking creatures. I don't think a perch would eat them. I think it's a little bit too big for a perch. There we go. There's another one. Hey, that might be a perch. Let's see. Doesn't really feel like a smell, but maybe it's just my wishful thinking. Let's see here. Trying to get away from the smell. Every time I catch a smell, move down the beach a little ways to try and get away from him. And hey, it finally worked. There's the perch. About the same size as that first one that we caught on the Lucky Craft, maybe a little bit bigger. Not too bad. Mainly just happy to get away from the smelt. Right in the corner of the mouth. All catch and release today. So he's gonna be going back, even though pretty good size. I'd think about keeping him if I was in the market for some fresh fish. But lucky for him, gets to swim another day. All right, let's get back out there. There we go, there's another one. Hey, maybe we're in a little school. This is the next cast after the last one. This is the thing with surf perches. Once you find one, if you find a good school of them, hey, you can pretty much catch them every cast. Oh, came off right there. That was another perch though. Saw it in the wave right here. Oh, there it goes. That's 2 and 2 casts. Let's see if we can go 3 for 3. Missed him. They're definitely schooling up in this little hole here. Oh, there we go. There's a good one. Feels like it's got a little bit of weight to it. We couldn't go 3 for 3, unfortunately, but 3 for 4 is still good. 75%. Another decent surf perch, not huge, but good quality. Like I said earlier, if I was in the market for some fresh surf perch, this guy would be sliding right into my frying pan, but lucky for him, we're on a catch and release diet today. Water's super clear here. You can see the fish swim all the way back out into the hole there. There we go. There's another one. In every single cast almost. It's almost too easy with the sand crab. Oh, little guy this time. Alright, I forgot what number we're at now, but there's another one. A little bit smaller than the last few. It definitely is a little bit different seeing these cars all lined up on the beach like this. Alright guys, that's it for me today. We didn't have the ideal tide. I didn't check it. I'm assuming it was pretty much low for the majority of our session today, but we did manage to catch some fish. I got one on the Lucky Craft. I'll leave that linked in the description below if you want to check that out. But the fish were definitely on the sand crab bite today. As soon as we switched over to the sand crab, boom, boom, boom. We did get a few smelt, but then once I found that the surf perch hole, it was pretty much every cast. So that's one of the reasons why surf fishing, I always say one of the keys is staying mobile and finding the fish. Because surf perch, once you find that hole where they're holding in, you can just wreck them every cast like I was doing there at the end, but it does take some time to find them. So keep moving around, gotta find those fish, and once you do, that's when the fun starts. So gotta get back before everyone wakes up here, and thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.